Hey guys, it's your boy Haze for Days here, coming back at you with another video. So today I'm going to talk about the time that I almost drowned. I know I'm smiling, but I mean it was actually kind of scary at the time because, you know, I almost drowned. So I guess it kind of starts back. So 10 months ago, back in like March of 2018, it was after school, and me, my friend Zach, Gabe, and Max, we all got in Max's car, and then we drove to this spot. We drove to this park, and by this park there was this bridge that it was known to be jumped off of, and there was like this river below it. And I mean, it had just rained, so you know it was kind of sketchy jumping into it in the first place, considering the fact that it had just rained and that it had filled up. The current had probably brought down some objects from farther up the stream, and like, you know, we walked through the stream and we had found metal and all that. We didn't all jump off at first. We were just wading through the water and just checking it out. And like at the time, everyone else had like tennis shoes on. I had boots on and I had khakis. I did not know that we were going to be bridge jumping that day. So I just had my khakis and boots on because I go to a private school and we have a dress code, so that's why I'd be wearing khakis. Wait, no, I didn't have boots on. I had Vans on actually. And Vans and khakis on. Basically, you know, we're wading through it, and then my friend Gabe said, you know, let's jump off the bridge, guys. And you know, I can swim, but you know, at the time, you know, I wasn't really too sure about it. Gabe jumps in, he's fine, and you know, Max then jumps in, and you know, Zach jumps in, and they're all chill. They're like, hey, you know, jump. I get on the ledge, and you know, I take off my shirt, but I wasn't about to take off my pants because like I'm not about to go in my boxers. You know, that's just a personal preference, I guess. Like, call me weird, but like, you know, I should have taken off my pants in retrospect. I'm sitting on the edge of the bridge, and I'm just like, I'm scared. It's not really that I couldn't swim. It's more like the fall that I was more scared of. You know, like I'd never jumped off a bridge before, so I just didn't really know how to do it, and you know, I didn't want to, you know, belly flop essentially. It kept on pressuring me into it. Zach, you know, gets out of the water and comes onto the bridge, and you know, he was just messing around trying to like push me off. And then Gabe also gets on the land, but he hadn't come onto the bridge yet, and Max was still in the water. So basically, Zach was like, I'm gonna push you in if you don't jump in. So I was just like, you know, whatever, I'll just do it myself. And then without thinking, I just, you know, I pushed myself off of the bridge, and then I went into the water. Now, at the time, I knew I could swim because I had taken swim classes and I had always done well. It's a little different when you're not in swim trunks. You know, I get in the water and like, I'm treading water, I'm doing fine. And then like, I realize, you know, my khakis are getting wet. My Vans are absorbing all the water. My clothes are just soaked and it's pulling me. It's not that I wasn't used to swimming with extra weight on me and all that drag. So I was treading water, but it was really sapping my energy. So I started sinking, and I started screaming for help for my friends to help me. But the thing is, they thought I have a history of messing with people, so they thought I was just joking around and just screaming, just like I was just messing around with them. But then they started seeing me sinking. At first it was more yelling, but then they heard this girly scream, like, you know, like, I'm gonna die, you know, like, please help me. I was like yelling, I'm drowning, please come save me. And at that, like, it was, I knew I was sinking, and you know, I had pretty much, like, I wasn't gonna give up, but like, I kept staring at Max. Like, he's the only one I could see. I was like, Max, you know, I'm drowning. Come here and save me. But you know, and he wasn't responding because he kept laughing. Like, they were all laughing at me because they thought I was just messing with them. And then like, I was just at that moment, I was like, well, like, I guess this is it for me. And you know, I mean, I was thinking, you know what, I'm gonna keep fighting it until I pass out and drown. You know, I was thinking like, I'm gonna die, so I might as well go out, you know, trying to live. And you know, like, once they started seeing my head go under, they were like, oh crap, you know, Haze is gonna drown. We gotta do something. So Max starts swimming, you know, he starts swimming towards me, and I'm like, you know, I can see him coming, and I'm like, you know, I'm just like thinking, I keep screaming in my head, I'm like, Max, you need to hurry it up, man, like, I am going to die. And then Zach jumps off Zach gets on, who's still on the bridge at that point, jumps off the bridge and comes off from the air to me, where me in the water, and then Gabe jumps in from the land. And I guess to put it in perspective, Max is like, I guess at the time he was probably the biggest and probably the slowest of them. I'm not saying he was fat or not athletic, because he was athletic, but he was just the biggest guy of all. So, but like Gabe, like he was a pretty swimmer. Like he just got to me like right away. Like Max got to me first, but like Gabe and all, like they had to all like help. Like I was holding on to Max, and like I was starting to make him sink. So like I had to get Gabe and Zach, you know, there too, and like they all helped me in, and it was like the trifecta. Like Max came in from the water, you know, Zach came in from the air, and Gabe came in from the land. And I mean, it was like I can't even describe it. Like it was so, I mean, it was just surreal. I was like, for the next like 15 minutes, like we were all just waiting through the, like we kept on going up the river, because there was no deep points actually. Like it was all shallow, but there was just that one like 8-foot deep section. So we were just walking through it, and we were finding clay, or they were finding clay. But just for the next 15 minutes, I was just in like shock. I was like, you know, I was just like, like just wide-eyed. I was just thinking, oh my goodness, like words could not express what I was feeling. I was just like, it was overwhelming joy that my friends had been there for me and were able to save me. And it was also just like thinking about my stupidity for wearing Vans and not just going in barefoot. And then, you know, also just wearing khakis and not just going in with my underwear on. Yeah, in retrospect, I should have just gone in that way. But it was just, I was just thinking for the next 10 to 15 minutes, like, I could have actually died. Alright guys, that's a wrap. Leave a comment, like, and subscribe.